Hello, this tutorial covers alerts in Qrowd. Alerts are implemented as a software module that can be added to assemblies with Qrowd's visual wiring editor. Currently in Qrowd, the newsfeed reader and the earthquake map implement alert processing. But because alerts are implemented as a separate software module, other users of Qrowd, like yourself, can add alert processing to other assemblies in the system. As you can see, my Home tab is blinking, indicating that I have widgets on that page with the alert condition. Actually, I have two alerts. I can view the alert by clicking on the hyperlink at the bottom of the window. A pop-up dialog appears containing the alert. In this case, I want it to be alerted whenever an earthquake occurred on the West Coast or in China. You can click on the hyperlink to view the information. To clear the alert, click the OK button. Once cleared, the alert will not be re-triggered unless new data comes into the widget that meets the criteria. This avoids spam as data is refreshed. You can edit the alert settings with the wrench icon. This particular alert accepts keywords, separated by commas. You can further refine alerts by using Qrowd's visual wiring editor. You can access that for any widget with the gear icon. Qrowd's visual wiring editor was used to construct every assembly and widget within the system. The wiring editor allows you to connect software modules together to perform functionality. For this case, the URL contains information about the United States Geological Service with an XML file containing earthquake data. That data is being loaded by the data loader module and then being fed into the alert module. Finally, the earthquakes are being plotted on a map. You can also see that input from the user can be accepted. This is from the WebTop settings dialog. This is the prompt, and these are the default keywords that are being used for the alert condition. You can load data into the wiring editor by double-clicking on a part on the title bar. When I double-click, the engine executes and data is loaded from that URL. Double-clicking on a part will show a preview of the data here. You can view the full information by clicking the Data Inspector button. As you can see, this is the raw information coming from the United States Geological Service earthquake file. So currently, this WebTop alert is configured to trigger a red alert when any of these criteria are met, being that the title contains these keywords. I can modify this alert by adding new criteria. As I select data fields in this drop-down, a preview of the information appears on the left side of the screen. Let me select the publication date. As you can see in this preview, I can see the day name, so I will add that. So now the alert is configured to trigger a red alert when any of the criteria are met, being that the title contains these keywords or the date of the event occurs on a Tuesday. If I change this setting to all, that means that only earthquakes happening on the West Coast on a Tuesday would meet the alert criteria. There are 3 alert types, being red, yellow, and green. And you may be able to change the type of condition for the criteria. This would mean, give me the earthquakes that don't happen on a Tuesday. If I'm happy with these settings, I can save this as a new assembly. I will give this one a new name and save it as a new copy. If I were to click the Save button, that would overwrite my existing assembly, and I don't want to do that. Once saved, the assembly is accessible from the WebTop. If I open the catalog, I will find my new assembly here. The catalog is refreshed every time it is opened and closed. I can take that assembly and add it to my webtop now. That concludes this tutorial.